Guys, how about a favorite football memory in your career here at Chelsea? Is there one point that stands out? And don't say it just because the coach is sitting here and you're trying to make points with him. But what's that moment that you remember? It could have been maybe in the locker room, it could have been before the game, it didn't have to be during the game, but what was that moment you remember? It was a favorite moment, a fun moment, just something you'll never forget when you get ready to go on to the next phase of your life?
I would have to say last year against Milan, when the lights went off right before the kickoff. I was standing out there ready to jack someone up, and then the lights just go off. So.
I have to say my freshman year when we beat Adrian here at our home field. I remember the year before that, I was only in 8th grade, but we lost a close one at their place, and it just felt good just to put it on the next year.
I'm going to have to go with, it was senior day last year against Bedford. We were down the whole game, we tied it up late in the game, and then they had a chance on the 1-yard line, about 4 seconds left, we hold them. Then overtime, we hold him again, and then Nick runs in for a touchdown. When he ran into that touchdown, it was just the sweetest thing ever. And I just remember all the players rushing on the field, and it was a great time, one time.
Well, the greatest game that I've been a part of was a double overtime loss at Farmington Harrison in the playoffs, 65-64. And to this day, I have people all the time that come up to me and say it was the best game they were ever at. I know we came up short, but it was a great, great football game, and we probably competed and played as well that night as any time that I've been here. And so, even though we lost, it's a game that I'll never forget. I've played that game back in my mind 1,000 times.
You know, Coach, you raised a good point, too. Which is tougher, to lose a game by 30 points or lose a game by 1 point? And I think that's something we all wonder about sometimes as a coach or as a player. 30 points, it's hard to look at one play that might have made a difference. At 1 point, you got multiple plays you can think of. If that would have gone a different way, so I'm sure that's probably the one you'll never forget. But looking forward to the season, guys. SEC is expanding. Huron's coming in the league now. I believe Ypsilanti's in the league this year. More local teams now that are building the SEC. What do you think about that as far as, you know, a lot of these guys maybe you've known over the years, other leagues you've played in, other sports you've played in. Do you see these guys in the field in the league play and say, yeah, you know, I know you and we talk, and does that kind of add something to the experience?
Yeah, it does. With the new teams coming in, and it's going to make it tough too, which is good. I mean, everyone loves a challenge, so and you know these guys, so it's not like it's not. I mean, there's a rivalry there, yeah, but in the end, it's good fun.
I just think it gives us opportunity to play against different teams. I grew up with a lot of guys I'm playing against from Pioneer, Huron, and Ipsy, and just, you know, we talk trash to each other before the game. But it's just fun just to compete against each other, it doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah, I think playing against teams, you know, it just kind of ups the ante. And, you know, definitely with Ipsy coming in and now Huron, it makes those games just even more special to play.
Well, it's different. When I got here, there was only 8 teams in the league, and there were some schools like Pinckney and Milan who are no longer in the league. So it's different. You know, Monroe is also coming into the league, which is an entirely new opponent, somebody we've never played against before. So it creates new challenges and new rivalries. But, you know, I think that the mission of the league is to try to create 2 divisions, which we've done with the white and red division. And so, you know, Salinas on the other side, and actually that game is a non-league game, if you can believe that. So we wanted to keep that going, and so we're going to play them in the closing game. And actually this Ann Arbor Huron game is technically a non-league game. So we're playing everybody in our league with the exception of Bedford.
Without putting you guys too much on a part where you've got to make a decision, but what is the one game on the schedule this year that you as an individual are looking at saying that's the game? For whatever reason, maybe it's a rivalry, maybe it's one you remember you played against another year. What's the game on the schedule that you look at this year and saying, I can't wait for that game?
I'm going to have to say the opening game against Huron, because I feel that we have to come out and set a tone for the season and show everyone what's up. So it's going to be against here.
I normally would say either Adrian, Selena, or Pioneer, because those are big games, normally close, good competition. But I have to say, we beat the Tecumseh this year. They beat us last year on our place, so I'm holding something aside for that game. And I just want them to know, and everyone to know, that it was just a fluke. That's not what we were about last year. We're going to put on this year.
I'm going to go with the last game of the year, Celine. They beat us the 3 of the last 4 years, and last year they really got us good. So that's the most important game to me next year, or this year.
I just think as a coach, the first game is always the most important. We spend 2 weeks preparing for that game as opposed to 3 days like you would in a normal situation. So it's important for us to get off on the right foot. And I also think that this is a great challenge. Jeremy Jackson's a tremendous player, is going to Michigan. They have a new coaching staff, which presents some issues for us. So it's going to be a big game for us as that opener against Ann Arbor Huron.
We only have a few more minutes to go. We appreciate everyone's patience here as we have a great time talking to players, but I don't want to, we know this is a team game and every player on the team is important, but I do want to take this opportunity to ask Nick, because he has been involved with quite a bit of the recruiting in the last couple of years. Are you glad that process is over, and are you looking forward to being able just to focus on the high school season this year with all that stuff behind you?
Yes, I am. I had an opportunity, just to get focused, make my commitment early. Talking to Coach Bush and my family, they helped me make the decision. We all feel great and happy about it. It's a great program up there. I just wanted not to be able to deal with all the recruiting process during the season, because my mind is everywhere else besides where it needs to be. And I want my mind to be focused on football and achieving the goals in the state championship this year.
Was that part of your thinking of trying to get the decision there early because you wanted it done before the high school season started?
Yes. Talking to a lot of my friends, I was thinking about making my decision during one of the All-American games if I got chosen to one. But I thought, when it came down to it, what's best for the team, what's best for myself. So I decided to make my decision early.
All right, guys, how about if we ask you some goals for this year? Do you have some personal goals you thought about, or some team goals? Maybe share some of those thoughts with me.
I'd have to say the biggest goal for me is make it to Ford Field, and I believe that all of our teammates feel the same way.
I think as a team goal is go 9-0. Every team wants that. Hopefully we can pull it out this year and also win the state championship.
To me, there's 4 goals: win the SEC, win the districts, win regionals, and win states.
I just want to get through today and have a good practice. As a coach, I can't think all the way down there. We didn't have a very good practice yesterday, so hopefully having you people here to watch, we're going to practice better than yesterday. We're a long ways from the state championship right now, I'll guarantee you that. So I'll keep it at that.
Obviously, Coach Scott is a coach in training because he had everything all organized and stuff. So he's your coaching prospect down there. You got a lot of young guys here, a lot of young people. Maybe share some thoughts with some of those folks that are here about what to keep in mind if they want to go on to be a high school player or a college player. What are some things that you've experienced that you pass on to them in terms of advice?
Well, anyone who wants to play football or go to the next level, you have to have the right mindset. Can't have the mindset where, oh, it's hot out here, I don't want to be here. You got to want to do it, and you got to get it done. So that's what it's going to take.
I would have to say, if you want to be successful in high school, it all starts in the classroom. You cannot slack in the classroom and get C's and D's and F's and be able to play. So you need to keep your schoolwork up. If you're on varsity and you're a backup, don't get mad, don't pout, don't give, half effort. You never know, your time might come, the starter in front of you can go down, then it's all on you, you need to get that first down and then you score a touchdown. So, keep your head right, work hard, and always, work hard in the classroom.
I think to be a high school or college player, you just need to be able to want to learn, to be great, and just have that drive to want to do great things, and just always be willing to learn. There's so much out there, and if you learn and if you dedicate yourself to become a good player, then that will happen. And just continue to work hard, and good things will come.
Okay. I'm going to just turn it over to Jim for 1 minute. I appreciate WTKA being out here. When he's done, I'm going to explain what we're going to do today, and we'll turn it over to him, and then I'll be back in just a second.
Thanks, Coach, and thank you all for stopping out today. I hope you enjoyed the day. Have a great day with practice. I want to thank the players for taking time to talk to us. I hope you learned something about the players or about the high school program here at Chelsea that you know. We'll look forward to bringing that first game on WTKA beginning on the 29th at 5 o'clock from Rynearson. And then I think we've got Chelsea on the schedule a couple more times. So we'll be out here, guys. Best of luck to you. Thank you very much, Coach. Best of luck to you being part of Chelsea football once again this year.
Okay, what's going to happen today is